back, Scent Squad. I'm Rosie here with a fragrance exclusive for you guys for Paradoxe by Prada. And I'm going to say this much. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with this fragrance. I've had her for 2 years. So for 2 years, it actually was released in 2022 and I got it in 2022. And since then, I have been practically drinking this fragrance. It is such a phenomenal fragrance if you love warm, floral, slightly sweet, ambery fragrances. That's the mic drop. It is very sexy, it's sensual, but it's not a straight one specific occasion fragrance, right? This is not one of those fragrances where you can only wear it to a wedding or you can only wear it to a date night or every day at the office or workout. This, I feel like, is one of those rare fragrances where you can honestly wear it anytime. Paradoxe very easily made my top 5 favorite designer fragrances. It's up there with my Burberry Black, Valentino Donna Buona Aroma, My Way. There are a few others too that I'm absolutely in love with. This one sits up there as well. This is definitely one of my go-to must-have all occasion fragrances that also gives me a lot of love and compliments, all right? And my husband loves it. This is one of the few fragrances that every single time I wear it, he gives me a compliment. Now keep in mind, I have a ton of different fragrances. This is one that never fails, that always gives me compliments from him and others. It has an intoxicating, beautiful burst of warm floral. It starts with top notes of pear, bergamot, and tangerine. So this is what you're gonna smell first. When you first get a burst of this fragrance, these are the top notes, followed by your middle notes or your heart notes. So for heart notes, it's orange blossom. This is what sold me most on the fragrance. I'm a huge orange blossom lover. So once I smell this, I'm like, I love it. I'm sold. I need this in my life. So orange blossom is one of the middle / heart notes. And it's also the first thing you are going to smell. Though you have your top notes, you also get a very bright burst of your orange blossom. The orange blossom aroma lasts for hours on your skin, followed by neroli essence and neroli. Now, normally for me, neroli can be so overwhelming that it's headache inducing. And I usually don't prefer fragrances that have neroli. However, whatever scientific concoction they put together for this to very easily fit into this fragrance, snaps to them, because they definitely did it. So the neroli fits in well and it doesn't induce a headache from me, because if I see nerolis in a fragrance, especially if it is in a top or a middle note, I'm not buying it. I cannot do neroli. Followed by jasmine, which is the last of your middle notes. Your dry down. So this is what you're gonna smell the longest. Bourbon vanilla, followed by vanilla, white musk, and benzoin. So these are our base notes, our anchor notes. This is what you're going to smell the longest at dry down. Now, this fragrance is going to last anywhere, at least for me, it lasts anywhere between 8 to 10 hours. That's why I'm like, I'm so obsessed with it. The sillage for it is pretty big and I love it. You don't need a lot either. So let me make this clear. You don't need to even hit all of your pulse points to make sure this fragrance shines. The sillage for this fragrance projects far past where my body extends. So, you know, I'm going to still hit my neck and my wrist at minimum. Even with those 2 sprays, if you walk anywhere within my vicinity, even if you're feet away from me, you're definitely going to be able to smell the fragrance with just that little bit. It is a very feminine, fun, and long-lasting aroma. I love how she settles very nicely on my skin, and the dry down is absolutely beautiful. This is one of those fragrances that is great year-round. So normally you have scents that are phenomenal for the spring, summer, and daytime, or other fragrances that really shine in the wintertime or the nighttime or in fall. Those are more stronger fragrances where it's super potent. So if you wear one of those stronger winter fragrances in the summertime, it's going to really pack a punch and it's going to be overwhelming. With Prada Paradoxe, this can be worn honestly any time of the year. And I don't feel like there are a lot of fragrances out there like that, except for Baccarat Rouge 540. That's another one that can be worn year round. Aside from that and a few others sprinkled in, this is another one. You can wear it almost any time for any occasion, so it's not occasion specific. I also love how this fragrance is not age specific. So you know you'll smell some fragrances and you're like, oh, that's really fruity. That smells like something someone in their 20s would wear, or early 30s, or late teens. And it's not so distinguished where it seems like, okay, this seems like something an older woman would wear. This honestly fits in for all age ranges. Our bottle of Paradoxe retails, the 50 milliliters, for $125. I do feel like it's worth it because this is not something you'll have to bathe in. A little bit goes a long way, which is why this has lasted me 2 years and I still have quite a bit of fragrance in there. And this is most definitely something that when I run out, I will be getting another one. I do have fragrances that once they're gone, I'm like, okay, I won't get that again. This one is not one of those. I'm definitely going to get this again, and it is most certainly highly recommended. Now, I want you guys to also keep this in mind. For the reviews that I create, I post, this is all my genuine, honest feedback. I do not get paid for it. Now, I want to mention that because oftentimes when you are getting paid for a review, it kind of makes you give the side eye. Like, are they saying this because they have to say something nice because it is a paid review or because they got a free product? No, this is honestly my authentic feelings about this fragrance. I genuinely really love it. And I love that my husband loves it. I love that I get compliments for it. And a bonus to that is I smell fucking great. I smell good when wearing it. It is absolutely a mood booster. And we're going to jump into a few reviews to kind of see what our other Paradoxe Prada fragrance wearers have been saying about this fragrance. First one up, OMG. First spray covers me in sweet bubblegum. I feel like I'm walking through a fair at the carnival surrounded by cotton candy and pink balloons. It's such an overwhelmingly positive scent. I would be surprised if people didn't turn their heads just to say, wow, I really want candy now. The tangerine isn't citrusy at all, and instead combined with pear creates such a cute melody of which you'd only hear from a Japanese Soho character. Ooh. She illustrated that beautifully. I'm not smelling bubblegum though. I'm not smelling bubblegum. This is way too elegant to be bubblegum, but I do understand where she's saying it's very sweet. Covered in cotton candy and pink balloons. Yeah, it does make you feel good. I agree with that one. But I'm not getting bubblegum from it. I get sweet, but I also get warm amber florals. Next one. I've literally been stopped by strangers to ask what I'm wearing and have to tell me how good I smell. I have an extensive collection and this one gets the most compliments. It has a subtle, sweet luxe sexiness that you may go nose blind to after a few hours, but others adore. Grab a bottle, you won't be sorry. Random compliments galore in every single bottle. That's funny, but it's accurate. Minus the nose blind part, because I don't go nose blind. I'll do something and I'll move around and I'll get a whiff of me. Like if my shirt gaps, I'll get a whiff of me and it'll smell good. And I'm like, oh shit, that's me. That's me that smells this good. I don't feel like I go nose blind to it. But yes, it will definitely get you compliments. Now, I didn't buy it to get compliments from strangers, but I love it. Next one. Smells like a mixture of Libre and My Way. Smells so good, but boring AF. Yeah, that's funny. I literally have both Libre and My Way for the specific reason that I love Orange Blossom, and I get exactly why they're saying this. That's because this has a strong pop of Orange Blossom, which again, a lot of my fragrances in my collection do too. So, last one. This is Prada's answer to Donna Born in Roma from Valentino. It has the same candy sweetness in the opening while still being able to be somewhat fresh. Later, the vanilla and the jasmine come out. Reminds me of La Vie Belle without the patchouli. It's feminine, delicious, and signature scent worthy if you like sweet fragrances. It's not obnoxious or cloying, so I feel it would suit different climates and occasions. That's funny because I also have Donna Buonarroma from Valentino and La Vie as Belle. And as you can see, with my fragrances, they all kind of have a little bit of a theme here, but I don't care because I love it and that's like my little closet of happiness. If you love this review, I invite you to join Emerald Sea Scent Squad so we can chat and we can discuss about fragrances. If you have this fragrance, I want to hear what you think. I want to hear if you love it, if you hate it, if you get a lot of compliments like I get a lot of compliments and like the other ladies in reviews get. Do people track you down with their nose and tell you how freaking good you smell? Or does it feel like another generic safe fragrance that already is out on the market? I want to hear what you have to say. Until then, I will see you in the next video. And don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. Toodaloo.